up in like a kind of college preppy high school.
Yeah, he was like one of those kids that was a good student, but he didn't apply himself to be a great student. What kept him in school was gym, lunch, and art.
Kanye was a very talented artist, and he loved competition, and so he entered many competitions. He won twice for the Axel Award, sponsored by the NAACP.
He did some paintings, some drawings that were astounding. He was expressing himself in art.
However, he was focused on making music.
He had a studio set up in his room
with the keyboard and speakers.
A couple thousands of records just lined up against the wall, a bed, a couple crates.
The room was packed with his equipment. There was just enough room left for his bed.
He was a person that just always liked good music. We were listening to like Counting Crows, Portishead, Natalie and Brewer.
He's trying to get inspiration from wherever he can get it from.
He actually started putting beats together and experimenting with different types of music and recording.
After a while, he started selling his product.
$50 a beat, maybe sometimes 100, and then maybe if he's lucky, $250.
The word around town was that you can get this little high school dude who had beats for $50, $100.
When I met Kanye, he was producing a group called State of Mind.
He realized that, you know, his talent was maybe in producing as much, if not more so, than in rapping.
He started telling them how to rap, telling them how to, you know, have a swagger.
He was a phenomenal producer.
But Kanye needed somebody to take him to the next step. And that's when No ID came along.
No ID say,
At that time, No ID was like the king of production in Chicago. And he was doing Common and Syndicate and all these groups.
He provided Chicago with the first sound that was like progressive hip-hop and soulful.
No ID is the son of very good friends of mine. So when Kanye learned that, he went crazy. Oh my God, Mom, I want to meet No ID.
When I met Kanye, he really didn't have any experience with making music on a real level. He just had a computer and a vision that he wanted to be a star.
Kanye sleeping out in No ID's driveway, waiting for him to come home.
He was like pestered, 15, 16 years old, trying to hang around a grown man.
If he didn't even have the drive that he had, I probably wouldn't have helped him as much, but he wouldn't ever take no.
Kanye's interaction with No ID definitely stepped his game up as a producer.
No ID taught Kanye a lot. He taught him a lot as far as making beats, as far as programming and all that.
But Kanye wanted to be a rapper.
He knew a lot of other people that rapped, so he started a group called the Go-Getters.
Kanye West, he is them guys. Aerostar, he is them guys. It was Aerostar,
Really dope.
Timmy G, GLC,
and Kanye West.
87 them guys.
Go-Getters. Young, ambitious guys trying to have something.
He started going out performing at hip-hop clubs. He would say, Mom, I gotta go because they're gonna have these talent scouts. I would go along because here he is, not yet 18.
The Dragon Room was our best spot. We would go there on Sunday nights.
The Go-Getters opened up for me at a couple shows at Banana Joe's.
How we go far if Kanye produced it?
These guys were on stage, they were rapping their heart out, singing their hearts out, doing the moves, everything.
We thought we was on top of the world.
Kanye graduated from high school in 1995.
Kanye went to the American Academy of Arts.
As it turns out, he didn't want art, so he transferred.
After that, he went to Chicago State because his mom was the professor there.
Kanye spent all his time in the music studio.
He liked his music class. That's the only class that he cared about, nothing else. And we'd be up to like 6 in the morning working on music. It's like, this is what we want to do.
Kanye kept hustling. Whatever he could do to keep his dream going. John Monopoly was the hot new guy on the party scene. So Kanye being a businessman said, hey, why don't you manage me?
I was managing his rap group for him and doing parties and concerts, and we were trying to get our thing popping. So we decided to invest some money into this record.
A song called Oh Oh.
So they hit us off with the OOO joint, and they're like, we need you to like bang this in the clubs and bang it on the radio and just blow it up.
We had like flyers and picket signs. Like we had picket signs outside of the radio station, like play the go-getters.
People were like, oh my God, they're picketing WGCI. Like there was no way that the station was gonna put this song in the rotation because there was so much music from everybody that was like really hot at the time.
Even though it wasn't on the playlist, they went against their boss like, we have to do this.
So I hit the song like, okay, tonight's Chicago Home Jam is Kanye West and the Go-Getters. Oh, 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 oh.
We had the song of the summer for the Midwest on WGCI.
It was big working the record and then having the record break through because from Chicago at the time, there weren't that many artists that were getting spins.
So like, you know, Kanye built up his buzz.
But No ID exposed Kanye to the industry.
The first major beat that he did was on Jermaine Dupri, Life in 1472.
Jermaine Dupri was huge at this time.
I was working on my album. I had Mace, I had a little bit of everybody, Jay-Z, everybody, Lil' Kim, Slick Rick, Snoop, Bone Thugs and Harmony. He made a beat.
This single was called Turn It Out.
Thick and thin from beginning to the end. Never do I lose. All I do is win.
When he sold his first beat to Jermaine Dupri, and he got $5,000, and he was living with his mama. We wasn't used to having no money. I was like, you got $5,000.
Kanye with Jermaine Dupri, it was just amazing, man.
Nobody kind of suspected it. Nobody kind of saw it coming. Kanye had his first major placement.
Shot-Town made it down here, boy. Somebody from the crib made it down here, boy.
Selling that beat led to a meeting with Columbia. He was really proud. He believed